David Roberts stood at the edge of Harborville, once a picturesque coastal haven, now a scene of devastation. The hurricane had ravaged the town, leaving buildings shattered, streets flooded, and spirits broken. The salty breeze carried the scent of despair. As he gazed upon the wreckage, the memories of his days as a firefighter came flooding back. David's broad shoulders, once symbols of strength, now bore the weight of past failures. He had retired from the force with a heavy heart, haunted by a rescue mission gone awry. It was a failure he could never forget. Amidst the chaos, David sprang into action. He couldn't let history repeat itself. He waded through waist-deep water, saving those he could find. It was as if the hurricane had awakened the dormant hero within him. In the makeshift shelter, the survivors faced harsh realities. Supplies were scarce, and fear hung in the air like a thick fog. David rationed what little food and water they had, and set up a rotation for those on watch. He knew they were in for a long and grueling journey. Despite the dire circumstances, the survivors struggled to find common ground. Tempers flared, and tensions rose. David, however, refused to let the fragile bonds break. His leadership showed its strength, as he mediated disputes and encouraged unity. But just as hope began to flicker in the survivors' eyes, a chilling announcement came through on a battery-powered radio. Another storm was brewing, and it was heading straight for Harborville. Panic swept through the shelter as people feared that all they had endured might be for naught. David called for a meeting, his voice steady as he addressed the worried faces. "We've faced one storm, and we'll face another," he proclaimed. "But together, we can endure anything." In the quiet moments between preparations, David found himself gazing at a weathered photograph on the wall of the shelter. It depicted his old firehouse crew, the comrades he had failed years ago. The memory of that fateful night, the screams, and the haunting guilt had never truly left him. David shared his remorseful past with fellow survivors, who listened empathetically, each carrying their own burdens. Their shared stories became a source of solace and encouragement for him. Just as the town needed him, he too could find healing and purpose in helping others. With determination burning in their hearts, the community worked tirelessly to reinforce their shelters, salvage what they could, and prepare for the second storm. David's leadership and unwavering spirit inspired others to join in the effort. The winds howled, and the rain lashed at their meager defenses as the second storm bore down on Harborville. But this time, the community was ready. They huddled together. The storm raged, but so did their resilience. After the second storm, the town and its resilient community emerged stronger. They worked together to rebuild homes and lives. Harborville was on the path to recovery with David as a beacon of hope, rising stronger from adversity. Ready for more? Subscribe now. Give that like button a high five and let's paint the world with positivity. Now, your turn. What inspires you to keep pushing forward during tough times? Lastly, ready to redefine what's possible? Watch Nick Vujicic's incredible journey. Click now!